Hi, and welcome to the MBA show! Okay.
Thanks a lot.
This is episode number 4 of the MBA show, coming to you from September 30th, live on the MIT campus. This is MBA Lessons Learned from America's best business schools.
All right, and let's go to our headlines. What's the headline for this week?
The headline this week is 47 minority business school professors earned tenure this week. That is triple the number from just 5 years ago, but still a paltry 6% we estimate here at the MBA show of the total business school tenured population.
So why do I care about minorities teaching at business school?
So part of the reason that we come to school here is so that we can get and understand a diversity of business school education. If you think about back when people used to go to business school before the internet, part of the goal was to see different perspectives of different people that had worked in different industries. Part of the reason we come now is for the perspective of professors. The more diversity that we have among professors, the better the education that MBAs are going to get.
So I like diversity. Diversity is good, but diversity is just number 3 on my list, right? So I care about...
What are 1 and 2?
I mean, I care about delivery.
Okay.
I care about the quality of the content, and then, diversity and a bunch of other stuff is number 3. So I care about it, but it's
do you think minorities are unable to deliver good quality content?
No, but I just think we should get the best possible people, right? And if they're minorities, that's fine. If they're not, then I don't care.
So this argument's been classically used, but the point is, if you don't look and recruit people who have been historically disadvantaged, you're not going to have, things aren't going to change. The cycles just continue. And most of my professors are wonderful, but they are almost all white males.
So I guess we call it good news that the number's going up.
Yes.
We're headed in the right direction.
We're headed in the right direction.
All right, so let's do a little bit of business porn.
This week's business porn, I'm on a boat.
A bleepity boat.
Over this weekend in Portofino, Italy, was the MBA regatta. We've got a little bit of footage. Tom, why don't you play the clip?
Cue the video, Jimmy.
Don't stop, make it pop, DJ blow my speakers up tonight. I'ma fight till we see the sunlight. Tick tock on the clock, but the party don't stop. No, don't stop, make it pop, DJ blow my speakers up tonight. I'ma fight till we see the sunlight. Tick tock on the clock, but the party don't stop. No.
Okay, and we're back. We have with us
Michael Goulet.
Michael Goulet was actually at the MBA regatta in Portofino. Mike, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
My name's Michael Goulet. I'm originally from Wisconsin. I'm a first year at Sloan, and I went to the MBA regatta last weekend.
Excellent. Right. And what was for those who weren't there? What was the regatta like?
So it's an MBA sailing regatta. It was in Portofino, which is absolutely beautiful. There were 44 boats there from 22 different business schools with a few hundred people, and basically sailing and partying and an awesome time all around.
Well, it sounds a little bit expensive. I mean, what is the price tag on this thing?
No comment.
No, come on. What, like 500? How much was it to register?
It was about $500 per person to register in the regatta itself, and then you had to get pay for your expenses to get over there.
So you paid for all of it. Not so bad. What do you do for a living right now?
Take out government from the
I'm a professional
take out debt from the government.
earner.
So you paid for this with loans? This was part of your loan choice?
No, this is my cash from before.
Okay, so your savings.
All right,
but this is savings that you're paying for.
Exactly.
So this was like a big chunk of change to drop.
Yes.
Why was this worth it?
Because I figured it would be an absolutely amazing experience that I would never have the chance to do again.
And was it?
Definitely.
So if you could go back, you would do the same thing again?
I would do it again in heartbeat.
What was your favorite memory? When you think of things that are gonna, things that make it worth it, what are you picturing in your mind?
Well, there are lots of awesome memories, but probably the team on the boat is one, and then the other one would be, waking up staying up the last morning and watching the sunrise in the Mediterranean.
Wow. Nice. All right.
And did you miss any class to do this?
Yeah, I missed a little bit of class.
So one of the common things that people struggle with in business school is, what do I allocate my resources to? Do I allocate it to class, or do I allocate it to going to trips and clubs and things like that? So it seems like you've made a choice in that department. Do you feel like you did the right thing in retrospect?
Right. I think you need to allocate your resources when you're in business school, and you can't spend everything, spend all your time on class. I mean, we came here for both the academics, but also to meet amazing people and have awesome experiences. And this was definitely one of those things where it was just this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to have this awesome experience in Italy, and I'd do it again in a second.
So
how
you
would
would
you-
counsel other people to do similarly?
Definitely.
Or how would you have them think about their decisions? Like there must be times where you're going to be
Are you going to
like-
remember class from Friday, or are you going to remember, sailing in the Mediterranean?
Actually, speaking of that,
That's a
I
great
feel like
point.
we're not really set
yeah.
up to talk about this kind of thing. Let's actually, we think we can a little bit better here.
Yes. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Completely much better. This is a completely different
Now,
interview experience.
now I feel like we're in the space to talk about this.
All right.
So matey, when would you choose to shiver your timbers upon a boat or go with to
All right,
class?
that's enough. Shut it down. Shut it down. Would you stay with us for the rest of the show?
Sure.
All right, thanks a lot. It's great having you on.
All right,
really
thanks a lot,
appreciate it.
guys.
Thanks, Mike.
All right, let's talk about the ninja attack that you guys have been hearing about. We have
Pirate
some
ninja
interesting- we have some interesting movement on that. So how's the voting going?
So the voting right now is between System Dynamics, Power Negotiation, and New Enterprises. All classes at Sloan because that was the submissions that we got.
And who's winning right now?
And right now, Power Negotiation is winning.
Is there still time for other people to come back?
There
and
is plenty of
recover
time to get back. There's only 7 votes. Vote for it. Tom and I will come
Vote
to your
for it.
class as ninjas.
It's going to be pretty crazy.
Tom, what's our business school tip of the week?
All right, the business school tip of the week is if your professor and the author of your required textbook is the same person, you do not need to buy that book.
You slacker.
No, so it's a very important reason, right? So a couple of things. One, if the professor is the author of the book, good chance you're going to get all that content in class anyway, right? Also, I think odds are that book is not going to be very good. Because the chances that you're sitting in the room of the person who wrote the definitive text on that subject, pretty low.
You could
feel like
save
they're-
money to go to Italy as well.
But what if they wrote the case study?
The case study is completely different. If so, like Harvard case studies. So if your professor wrote the case study, you need to read that case study twice.
Why is it any different?
Because that's something that, to me, that makes sense. Like that's something that they've highly invested in. That is a very personal experience, and they add a whole lot of value by relating that personal experience. A textbook is just a list of stuff. Anybody could have written that, and what you want to do is get the best possible textbook.
We'll see how he feels when he writes his textbook.
I'll be selling it in my class.
So
Everybody will hate it.
but have to buy it.
Exactly.
So Tom, what's on your radar this weekend?
My radar this week, I'm going to be doing a swim test for MIT. So we're going to take a whole bunch
You're
of
going swimming?
I'm not, thank God. I'm going to take a whole bunch of MIT undergrads, throw them in the river, and see if they can make it back to shore.
And how does this enhance your MBA experience?
It doesn't enhance my MBA experience, but what is interesting is that MIT undergrads cannot graduate without proving they can swim. If you can't swim, you cannot graduate MIT.
That makes no sense.
It doesn't go with the with our dorky image.
I this weekend will be at wedding number 2 out of 3 weekends
you're
in a
a
row.
wedding machine.
Oh, sweet God. I love you all. I'm so happy for you that you found the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with. Could you take a rest? I'm getting very tired.
All right. So, go to thembashow.com, click the like button if you haven't done so already. And who are you?
Mike Goulet.
I'm Miro Kaz,
I'm Tom Rose.
and this has been
The MBA
Show.